It's Jesse Kalen, your brother in arms in the war for peace, and this is a inspiring message about the divine masculine, divine feminine, twin flame experience. I am a transgendered man. I really heavily feel a balance of energy. I feel like I am of both divine masculine and feminine. We all have them. A lot of us are born to, in this time frame anyway, reaching adulthood, or even just feeling these tugs. A lot of us are experiencing these tugs to experience different kinds of love, to help bring that energy into the world by experiencing it for ourselves. Getting to that point can be a lot of work, which is why there is a really large community of twin flame card readers out there. And I thought I would jump on that bandwagon and participate in this community. So if you feel that you are not experiencing that twin flame relationship, this is still a really wonderful place to understand tugs and pulls and the goddess and the god and the mother and the father and the balance of the two within yourself, or just maybe get a better feel of yourself because you get a better feel of the divine feminine and masculine energy as a whole. So that is what I aim to do with these sorts of readings. Okay, so I wanted to really get into this reading because there has been a shift happening. I haven't really been having any dreams, but I am feeling it in my bones. And sure enough, in the past like 48 hours, I've had my divine counterpart is not talking to me directly, but man, is his 5D self letting me know. My angels have been telling me that things are happening on the divine masculine. And part of the reason why I'm so attracted to this person, I mean, obviously because they are my other half, right? But I love that divine feminine side of him. Like, I saw it and I loved it. And then when he came out as bisexual, when I got in contact with him, and I was like, oh, that is so good to hear because I'm trans. Like, I'm a man. You know, it was whatever. So we're okay. I haven't even chosen the decks here. I just wanted to chat with you about who I am, what I embody, and what these sorts of readings are about, and what I hope that people get out of them. So I just pulled down the Butterfly Oracle for Life Changes by Doreen Virtue. So we're going to pull a few cards from there. Okay, they want 3 cards right now. Okay. So how I'm going to phrase this question, what I'm inspired to pull, is a card for the situation itself. I'm not even looking. A card for the divine masculine energy in its dealings with that energy, or that situation, and the divine feminine, how they are also experiencing that situation. Yo! This is what's up. This is what's up. The situation is leaving. Leaving behind. Leaving behind toxic people, leaving behind karmic relationships, leaving behind lessons, leaving. Now, for the divine feminine, I'm not going to pull that card up yet. For the divine feminine aspect, I'm more feeling leaving behind toxic ways of thinking, self-doubt, codependency, needing a person. It's really that Gaia energy waking up and infusing all of her creatures with this like renewed sense of goddess power. So anyone, including those under the divine masculine influence, is feeling this power, but the divine masculine is going to have a different experience with this sort of leaving behind codependency. Why? Why are the divine masculine generally going to have a different experience? Because they felt needed in that codependent nature. You know, take that away and suddenly, what are they? If not a total foundation for someone else. So, and that's what the divine masculine energy is sort of like leaving behind, I feel. Because so for the divine masculine, dealing with this leaving energy, what are they leaving behind? Grief. Grief work. So if you heavily channel the divine masculine energy, you may be dealing with a lot of family issues. You may be dealing with a lot of childhood trauma. And I felt like a big burst happen right here. You may be dealing with who you've decided to be, who you've become, who you thought you had to be, but you don't have to be that way anymore. There's a lot of shedding happening with the divine masculine energy. There's a lot of leaving behind dead weight, dropping baggage, being okay with losing some precious few with the majority of junk. You know, is it worth right now opening up that briefcase and unpacking everything? No. The divine masculine is feeling a heavy burden being dropped, which comes with its own remorse or regret or, human emotion. No human emotion is unvirtuous, by the way. Greed, lust, everything, every human emotion has its place. That's why we are human. The thing is not getting addicted or stuck to that one emotion. So that's what this grief work is about here. It's about experiencing the fact that the divine masculine has to let things go, has to let go of their rigidity. As the divine feminine wake up and leave behind their own aspect of codependency and whatnot, relationship dynamic. That's what the divine feminine energy is experiencing. So those of you who are unattached or not experiencing a twin flame, or attached to, not experiencing a twin flame relationship, but a soulmate experience, but you channel the divine feminine energy, I'm feeling that group of people being really drawn to a project, being drawn to an outlet, a creative outlet, a hobby, getting in touch with yourself, keeping your relationship with yourself a top priority. And that is true with the divine feminines experiencing a twin flame relationship, and perhaps even especially so. So that the divine feminine are really feeling this fulfillment and going like, well, you know what? I know myself now. I have no room for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. No, 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 no. This is how I am. This how I be. This is what I'm bringing to the table. This is how I want people to treat me. There's a major breakthrough happening here. Something that the divine feminines have been like knocking and chiseling at for a really, really long time. I'm feeling a burst, a crumbling, a long-awaited downfall of limitation. And so that, because with the twin flame community, you have and the energy of existence itself, which is part of the divine Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. On my last channel, I was going to talk a little bit about that, make a whole channel of it. But right now, here's a little taste of how the Holy Trinity affects relationships and people within. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost being the unknown. The Holy Ghost being the divine feminine. The Son being the physical. The Son being the masculine linear energy. The Father being the structure, the 3D reality, the infinite possibility, the science, the metaphysical science of structure. That byproduct of the unknown, of the divine feminine energy. All right? That's how I can best describe it at this point in time. But it's like that Father, Son, Holy Ghost. So the Spirit being the Father here, right? The Spirit being the birth of the product of birth of physical essence. So that's what this is about. The Holy Trinity. Let me gather my thoughts here because it's kind of spun off. Let me find my original spark. With the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost, the Holy Trinity. So we have the Spirit, and then we have the two experiencing egotistical. You need three. Good things come in threes, right? And generally speaking, in monogamous relationships, and through marriage, what that is supposed to represent, it's like it's you, and the third. you, and spirit. There are three entities in this sort of relationship because you have a relationship with yourself, you have a relationship with that person, and you have a relationship with God, source, creator, which is true for the other person in that relationship. And God has a relationship with all of her creatures. Because the idea of God is not male. The idea of God is feminine. We've just taken it, twisted it. Guess what? Eve didn't come from Adam's rib. Other way around. Oh, this world has so much to learn. Okay, so anything else to be done with that deck? No. Is that it? No, I wanted to pull... Okay, thank you. I also wanted to use the Gaia Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. And we could do the 3. We could do another 3-card pull. Let me just organize my surface a little bit here. And I'll take a little sip of Lapsang Souchong. God, even cold, that's good. It's black tea, dried over smoking pine, and it's just like a campfire in your mouth. Freaking love it. All right, let's cleanse the deck. Some candlelight. Some pure light. All right. So, okay, what's going on a deeper level is what I just heard out of this ear. What's going on a deeper level? Because, yeah, that reading with the butterflies felt very surface. And one for the Divine Feminine, please. Okay. Okay. All right. The situation being jewel within a teardrop, appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. That is what we are headed toward. That is what is happening behind the scenes. All right. And especially to the Divine Feminines. Faith and trust. Faith and trust. The Temptress. Seduction, deceit, a broken promise. This is what the Divine Feminine is feeling right now. So if any Divine Masculines who are yearning or in separation and come on this video, yeah, your Divine counterpart, your other half is really experiencing the pain of your absence. And the election process on your end with your ego to make that continue. Because I'm getting the feeling that generally speaking, it is not the Divine Feminines who are running away from this. Not at this point in time. If you're a twin flame, you very well may have known. If not, here's a little tidbit of the type of relationship. There's a chaser and a runner. When we're not ready but we want it, one of us can chase and the other can run, right? And so the Divine Feminine may have finally learned exactly their power on Bubble of Truth, how to bring this in rather than chase it down. But in that relinquishing to the magic, we had to stop running away. And I say we because my Divine Feminine energy really resonates with this message. We have to stop running away from the pain that was caused. And we actually have to sit with it and deal with it and love the counterpart anyway. Despite everything the Divine Masculine, typically, generally speaking, did in their own hurt state. We have to forgive them for the mistakes happening along the way. Because right now, they are experiencing, the Divine Masculine, you group, are experiencing remembrance, resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. Unfortunately, for the Divine Masculine, karma and this bond is very symbiotic, simultaneous, and real. So whatever the Divine Feminine had been through, whatever the Divine Masculine put the Divine Feminine through, they may be reminiscing about the Divine Feminine's experiences because they might be getting a little bit of a taste of what they put into the relationship. It's kind of bittersweet with that spiritual and emotional reconnection. There's no escaping feeling your partner's experiences. All right. For those in the twin flame community, it is impossible to separate your well-being from your counterparts, from your mirrors. It is impossible to separate yourself from this person. And so both of the energies, both of the parts of the union, are reminiscing of the past, especially since it's Mercury retrograde right now. And wounds are kind of being brought up that need to be taken care of. The divine feminine is again feeling more of that deceit, that broken promise, that seduction of like, that seduction. The divine feminine are also experiencing a real need for some lovin'. To be worshipped, to be loved, to be felt, to feel comfortable in their temple, which is hard to do in this day and age. But that kind of love, that the divine masculine are really working hard to deliver. Divine feminines, remember, that seduction, that attraction is always there. And the divine masculine is working on releasing that which has taught them otherwise. That which has taught them to be toxic to themselves, to deny love to themselves. Toxic masculinity hurts everyone because it's toxic. And what does poison do? It gets everywhere and hurts everything it can. Fuck fracking. Fuck oil. Sorry, not sorry that came out. Is there anything else about... No, that's pretty much it. That's what's going on with the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy at this point in time. This is all that I am inspired to pull and deliver as a message. I just want to say one last thing. Have hope. Be strong. Love without condition. Divine feminine energy oriented people, keep up with that faith. Heal yourself. Love yourself. Feel yourself, take care of yourself in whatever way that you can while you wait. Because the divine masculine energy is really undergoing heavy tweaks to their ego, to themselves. They want to deliver. All right? They want to deliver, but they want to deliver it right, which is admirable and worth waiting for. It is. Just because you'd see them sooner doesn't mean it would be better. Let the divine masculine put in the effort. This is a call for you, divine masculines, to put in that effort. Face yourself. Face your fears. And if you think you are, I just heard you're not. You have to go deep within. Keep going deeper. Fix it more. Get your strength to actually go back to your divine feminine, your divine counterpart, that one person that you cannot separate yourself from. So do what you got to do to be ready to reconnect. Divine masculine, energy oriented. Because your divine feminine, energy oriented, is waiting. And they're getting strong. They're going to give you something to worship. Tell you what. All right. There it is. I hope you got something really good out of this. I know I did. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having me. I love you for loving yourself. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.